As the saying goes,
if you want to know how the world works, all you need to do is follow the money.
And the same is true in crypto. If you want to know which cryptos are going to pump, just follow the money. Well, entities affiliated with Donald Trump have been accumulating hundreds of millions of dollars of crypto. And these include his backers, members of his family, his crypto project, and Trump himself. It stands to reason then that these cryptos could see big gains as a result, which begs the question of which ones they've been buying and how high they could go. We have all the answers in today's video. My name is Nick. Stay tuned. I'll start by saying that nothing in this video is financial advice. It is just educational content intended to inform you about the cryptos that could benefit from a Trump presidency. Also, do note that many members of the Coin Bureau team hold some of these cryptos already. Watch till the end of the video to find out what else we hold. With that out of the way, when it comes to looking at the cryptos that could benefit from his presidency, you can put them into three buckets. The cryptos Trump personally holds, those his family hold, including World Liberty Financial, and those that members of his administration hold. Starting with Trump himself. Arkham's on-chain analytics notes that he personally holds over $3.4 million in crypto, mostly ETH and wrapped ETH, as well as $140,000 of USDC stablecoin. Of course, the wallet has been dusted with a bunch of meme coins as a means of marketing, hence why we have blurred them out over here. Now, it's worth noting that Arkham's on-chain analysis is consistent with Trump's financial disclosures when he was running for the office last year. These disclosures noted that Trump held between $1 and $5 million of ETH, so the numbers, they check out. But they did not reveal when he bought this ETH. Obviously, this figure doesn't include the meme coin that Trump recently launched. According to Axios, roughly 800 million of the 1 billion Trump tokens in circulation are, quote, owned by Trump-controlled entities, which can, of course, start selling them in April once they've vested out. These unsold tokens are currently worth $30 billion. Now, in terms of how high ETH could go, we believe that Ethereum could be following Bitcoin one cycle behind by market cap. Bitcoin hit a market cap of around $1.2 trillion in 2021. If Ethereum follows suit this time around, a $1.2 trillion market cap would translate to an ETH price of just under $10,000. In terms of how high the Trump meme coin could go, we honestly don't know. The fact of the matter is that we've never seen the leader of a country launch his own meme coin before, much less the president of the United States. For what it's worth, we think it could, keyword could, possibly crack the top 10 by market cap. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to smash that like button to let us know. And don't forget to subscribe and ping the notification bell as well to make 100% sure you don't miss the next one. Now, next up, we have the cryptos that the Trump family holds, starting with his wife, Melania. It appears that Melania only holds one crypto, and that's the Melania meme coin she launched after Trump's. In contrast to the Trump token, only 35% of the Melania token were allocated to the team, per its website. It's not entirely clear what percentage of the supply goes to Melania herself. A reporting by Axios notes that the company which launched the meme coin is, quote, associated with her. What is clear is that the vesting for the team allocation doesn't start until late February, again, per the Melania meme coin website. When it comes to the Trump kids, we couldn't find any records of Donald Trump Jr. or Ivanka holding crypto personally, though they do hold crypto via World Liberty Financial, which we'll get into in a second. What we did find, though, was that Jared Kushner, Ivanka's husband, was in favor of a dollar CBDC back in 2018. Anyways, Eric Trump reportedly holds Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and Sui, but we couldn't find any primary sources for this. What we did find, though, was that both Solana and Sui sponsored Trump's inauguration. Solana also seems to be widely held by many of the top members in Trump's administration. More on that a bit later. We did actually check into whether Tiffany Trump holds any crypto, but couldn't find any records. And this brings us to Barron, which is where things get interesting. Believe it or not, but Barron was once noted as being the, quote, DeFi visionary for World Liberty Financial. And now the website notes him as a, quote, Web3 ambassador. In any case, it's quite clear that he's the most active in crypto of all of the Trumps. For example, Donald Trump confirmed in an X space that Barron has at least 4 crypto wallets. Unfortunately, nobody has located these wallets or the cryptos that they hold, at least not yet. There have also been rumors and reports that Barron was involved in Trump meme coins, including the ones that were recently launched. Now, to analyze the coins in question. In terms of how high Bitcoin could go, history suggests that it has diminishing returns with each cycle. And this makes sense given that this is what happens as assets grow and mature. Diminishing returns suggests that BTC could hit a cycle top of around $140,000, which is roughly a 2x from the 2021 top. The caveat is that this doesn't factor in all the inflation we've seen over the last few years. For those unaware, the US money supply is estimated to have increased by as much as 40% since the pandemic. And this means that BTC's cycle top could actually be closer to $200,000 when you factor in all this fiat inflation. In terms of how high Sol could go, we believe that Solana could be following Ethereum one cycle behind, just like Ethereum could be following Bitcoin one cycle behind. Ethereum hit a market cap of around $550 billion in 2021. With the Solana market cap hitting that, it would translate to a Sol price of around $1,000. And I actually also happened to see a recent Solana video here on YouTube with some blonde dude saying exactly the same thing. Oh wait, that was me. And you can watch that video right over here. And as you might have guessed, we believe that Sui could be following Solana one cycle behind. Solana hit a market cap of around $80 billion in 2021. An $80 billion market cap of Sui would translate to a price of somewhere in the low $20 range when you factor in all of the vesting that is coming in the coming months. To clarify, the reason why we believe these cryptos are following each other one cycle behind is because Solana is arguably Ethereum's top competitor, whereas Sui is emerging as Solana's top competitor. As such, it's possible that they will mimic the previous price action of their respective incumbents. By the way, guys, we're not forgetting about the Melania meme coin. We honestly have no idea how to value it, but we don't believe that it's going to crack the top 10 by market cap. Sorry, Melania, just saying.
Just like Melania.
Now, as noted earlier, it seems that most of the crypto that's held by Trump and his family is not held by them personally, but via World Liberty Financial, their upcoming DeFi protocol. In addition to Barron, the website for the project notes Eric, Donald Trump Jr., and Donald Trump Sr. as Web3 ambassadors. Melania, Ivanka, and Tiffany are notably absent, presumably because they're not all that interested in crypto. And this is, of course, evidenced by their recent posts on X. They're all about things unrelated to crypto, aside from Melania promoting her meme coin. Meanwhile, Barron, Eric, and the two Donalds have gone full on degen. But again, all the aping in appears to be happening via World Liberty Financial itself, which holds almost $350 million in crypto at the time of shooting. As a fun fact, most of the capital appears to have come from the WFI token sale, which sold out shortly after the Trump meme coin launched. Anyhow, as you can see, World Liberty Financial holds over $210 million in ETH if you included Lido's staked ETH, 55 million USDC, around $47 million of wrapped BTC purchased in honor of Trump's 47th presidency, 9 million USDT, $7 million in Aave, $6.6 million in Chainlink, $5 million in Athena, $7.5 million in Tron, and a small bag of Ondo Finance, around 200K's worth. Lots to unpack over here. For starters, the fact that World Liberty Financial's largest holding is ETH should be a clear sign that Ethereum may not be underperforming for much longer. To be fair, this could be a consequence of the fact that the protocol is of course launching on Ethereum, but the size of the holdings suggest that the Trumps, they're bullish on ETH. Wrapped Bitcoin is where things get interesting again. If you watched our recent video about how wrapped Bitcoin could affect the crypto market, you'll know that the OG wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC, recently underwent a change in leadership, putting it under the influence of Justin Sun. While it's possible that World Liberty Financial purchased WBTC because Justin Sun invested $30 million in the ICO, it's more likely that it purchased WBTC because it's currently the most liquid of all the versions of wrapped Bitcoin. In plain English, WBTC is the easiest to buy and sell in size. It's a similar story with World Liberty Financial's Aave holdings. You see, World Liberty Financial will basically be launching a permissioned version of Aave v3. It actually submitted a formal governance proposal to launch a version of Aave v3 late last year, and this explains why it invested in the Aave token. As for why World Liberty Financial chose Aave, that's because it's the largest and most battle-tested DeFi protocol there is. And more about Aave in the description. Now, as for Chainlink, World Liberty Financial likely invested in Link because it is using Chainlink's data oracle. And this makes sense given that Chainlink is essentially the Aave of oracles. Both Chainlink and Aave are blue chips on Ethereum, which is where World Liberty Financial is, of course, launching. In other words, World Liberty Financial's holdings of ETH, WBTC, Aave, and Link go hand in hand. They are all older, established cryptos in the Ethereum ecosystem. The same is true for USDC and USDT, which are the biggest stablecoins by market cap, in case you didn't know already. Ethena, Tron, and Ondo are where things get truly interesting, though. Ethena is a much newer crypto project, but it managed to partner with World Liberty Financial late last year, too. Naturally, the partnership seeks to integrate Ethena's yield-bearing stablecoin, USDE, into the protocol's Aave instance, and more about Ethena in the description too. When it comes to Tron, World Liberty Financial's decision to buy TRX is likely a consequence of Justin reportedly being the single largest holder of WFI tokens. For context, Justin has a history of making large investments into new crypto projects and also offering to even buy larger, more established companies. Do note that World Liberty Financial has since bought more TRX and will reportedly continue buying. And finally, we have Ondo Finance, the top real-world asset crypto. What's fascinating is that World Liberty Financial apparently hasn't partnered with Ondo Finance, at least not at the time of shooting. And this allocation could be explained by the fact that Ondo actually sponsored Trump's inauguration alongside Solana and Sui. Regardless, in terms of how high Aave could go, it's hard to say. And this is because Aave is the blue chip crypto in its niche. There's no past crypto to compare it to. It is the OG. Not only that, but Aave has the potential to grow very large because of this close relationship to Trump's crypto project. As some of you will know, one of the ways you can value a DeFi protocol is by comparing their market cap to their total value locked, or TVL. And as you can see, Aave's TVL is currently over $20 billion. It's possible that it could get as big as $80 or even $100 billion. And if Aave's market cap follows suit, the Aave token could rally as high as $5,000, a 14x from here, which would be pretty insane. Link is where things get a little bit tricky, though. Although Chainlink's relationship to Donald Trump's crypto project is likely to create lots of speculative flows, as an oracle, a Chainlink can't capture value in the same way that a DeFi protocol like Aave can. Aave has literally earned hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue. When you combine this with the fact that Chainlink faces extreme competition from newer oracles like Solana's Pyth network and Sui's Stork, Link may not rally much higher than $100. To be clear, this would still be a super solid return, but it would only be around a 4x from Link's current price. Ethena is the real dark horse in this sense. If you watched our Ethena review, you'll know that it has the potential to be the most profitable DeFi protocol ever. And if you watched my interview with Ethena founder Guy Young, you'll know that Ethena is the most profitable company by employee in the world. The link to that interview, of course, will be right over here if you're interested. Now, as we mentioned in our Ethena review, we think that Ethena could hit a market cap of around $40 billion. And this would translate to an ENA price of around $10 when you factor in all of the coming vesting. Things do get tricky with TRX and Ondo though. You see, Tron is a very unique crypto project, to put it lightly. Let's just say that it's very hard to find another crypto that's truly like it. Given this fact, we reckon that a $1 target is a reasonable one for TRX, as this is the target that many TRX investors are keeping an eye on. In Ondo's case, its potential ultimately depends on two things: how big the real-world asset narrative gets, and how much competition there will be in the niche once supportive regulations are passed. For instance, if regulations are changed and major stablecoin issuers like Tether and Circle can offer native yield on USDT and USDC, there probably wouldn't be much demand for Ondo's products. This is why it might actually make sense to compare Ondo to Aave in the previous cycle, which also effectively offered yields via its lending pools. In this case, Ondo would hit a market cap of around $8 billion, which would be roughly a 2x gain from its current price, probably a bit less because of vesting. Now, finally, we have the cryptos held by the top members of the administration. Even though there are lots of posts detailing the crypto that individual Trump appointees hold, they all seem to ignore the elephant in the room, and that's the so-called PayPal Mafia, a term coined by Fortune magazine. As the term suggests, the PayPal Mafia refers to former executives of the payments giant, PayPal. These include Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, and David Sacks, all of whom are involved in the Trump administration in some capacity. For reference, PayPal is the world's largest payment processor by some metrics. Starting with Peter, he hired Trump's VP, JD Vance, to work at his investment firm back in 2017. Then he reportedly bankrolled JD's bid to become an Ohio state senator in 2022. In a podcast with Joe Rogan, Peter said that he was doing everything in his capacity to support Trump, except endorse him officially. If that wasn't strange enough, in interviews, Peter was sending mixed messages about crypto, while his investment fund simultaneously accumulated $200 million of BTC and ETH prior to the current bull run. According to CryptoRank, Peter's founders fund has invested in half a dozen crypto projects. These include Helios, currently the largest validator on Solana, and the Pudgy Penguins NFT collection. Peter's founders fund also appears to have made a sizable investment in Infinex, a DEX that seeks to become the next Binance. As for Elon, his favorite crypto should be, well, obvious: Dogecoin. And if you watched our Dogecoin update from a few months ago, you'll know that Elon has been in contact with Dogecoin developers since as far back as 2019. And this suggests that the hype around Doge was not spontaneous, but had been in the works for years. Lastly, we have David Sacks, who you might have heard will be Trump's AI and crypto czar. If you have heard this, then you'll also have heard that David is a big Solana bull. The fact that PayPal is also wanting to do payments on Solana with its PYUSD stablecoin suggests Sol will benefit a lot from David's position. Speaking of which, PayPal's website notes that the payments giant also invested in Layer 0 and Aptos. The former would explain why PayPal is using Layer 0 to bridge its PYUSD stablecoin. The latter suggests that Aptos could surprise to the upside because of its connections to the PayPal cabal. Anywho, given that we've already analyzed most of these cryptos, there's only really three left: Dogecoin, Layer 0, and Aptos. Dogecoin is straightforward. It will probably hit close to $1. And that's simply because $1 is the target that Dogecoin holders have in mind, just like TRX. Layer 0 is tricky because as a cross-chain protocol, it's fundamentally an infrastructure play. And this means that the potential of the LZO token will depend on the usage of the protocol. And FYI, Wormhole currently seems to be the dominant cross-chain protocol, and it could actually eat Layer 0's lunch. But it's also hard to assess the potential of the W token at this stage. Maybe a topic for another video. And this leaves Aptos, which we believe could be following Solana one cycle behind, as it could also be a so-called Solana killer. Recall that Solana hit a market cap of around $80 billion in 2021. If Aptos hits a market cap of 80 billion, then this would translate to an APT price of around $100 with the vesting included. Speaking of which, Aptos is one of the coins that many other members of the Coin Bureau team hold in their personal portfolios. And that of course brings us to what we personally hold. Well, you can find our full crypto portfolios as well as the cryptos we're buying and the ones we're considering buying in the Coin Bureau Club. What's that, you ask? Well, it's our exclusive members club where you get weekly small cap altcoin reviews, regular research feed posts from our team, as well as access to the club Discord. Over the last few months, quite a lot of alpha has been shared over there. Just saying. The link to sign up will be down below. Now, if you enjoyed that video, don't forget to check out our latest Solana update. That's right over here. And are you subscribed to the channel yet? No? Well, you can change that right over here. Or perhaps you're interested in trading content. Well, you can subscribe to the Coin Bureau trading channel right over here. That's me for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.